What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never. Today, I wanted to give another update on one of my favorite microcap gems. This is the kind of project that can theoretically turn $1,000 into $100,000. So please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Help me pump that algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want.
So I'm going to be honest, I was searching around YouTube and I saw that nobody had talked about CheckDot for a while, so I figured I'd be the first. Because truthfully, this has been one of my favorite microcap gems for about the last year. So CheckDot is currently trading at a price point of 78 cents. Their market cap is 6 million, which ranks 1,283rd among all cryptocurrencies. And then their circulating supply is 7.7 million out of a max supply of 21 million, which is about 36.8% in circulation. And CheckDot's supply has always been one of its most appealing aspects. You have to understand, this is the exact same supply that Bitcoin has, and Bitcoin is currently trading over $70,000. CheckDot is not even $1. Now, does that mean that CheckDot is someday going to get to those levels? No, it does not. But I don't see any reason that CheckDot couldn't get to $3, $4, $5, $10. If you look at their all-time high, it was only 3 months ago that they were $1.29, but they've retraced 40% since then, which shows you right off the bat that if you do believe in this project long-term, a 40% retracement is pretty solid. Now, here's what's interesting about CheckDot, and it's the exchanges. So in the past, if you wanted to get into CheckDot, you would have had to use a decentralized exchange, whether that was PancakeSwap, Uniswap, Radium. However, there were constantly people in the community complaining about the fact that they were not listed on a centralized exchange. So CheckDot took it upon themselves to go get listed on MEXC, which is fantastic to see. Now it is much easier to get this coin, and you can tell a lot of people are using it because it has 53% of the volume. But now we'll go ahead and take a look at the CheckDot account, which has just under 10,000 followers. And before I go any further, I do also want to point out the fact that if you were looking for a more in-depth video on CheckDot, check out any of my recent videos. Pretty much all of my previous CheckDot videos have more info in this. I just wanted to give a quick update. So CheckDot reposted Jeremy's tweet 18 hours ago. Happy Easter. The CheckDot developers have put an Easter egg on a web page of the CheckDot website. There are 300 CDTs to be won in a random draw. Post your find on Telegram or CMC community. And as you can see, if you look in the comments, people already found the egg. So it's too late to do this, but it's cool to see that they're doing activities like this. And then they also posted on March 29th, we're excited to announce an AMA session with Jeremy Guyett, the CEO of CheckDot. And this will be taking place on April 1st. And I've said it many times in the past, but I genuinely believe Jeremy is one of the smartest people in the crypto space. I genuinely do not understand how CheckDot's market cap is only 6 million. They have a phenomenal CEO and they have an excellent use case, which in case you guys don't know, that use case is decentralized insurance. And again, I have went a lot more in depth into that in my previous CheckDot videos. But just to give a brief example, you can buy decentralized insurance based on the idea that Tether or USDC will depeg. Now, there are way more options than just that, but it's a fantastic way to protect your funds. You have to understand there are so many people out there that lost a lot of money when UST, which was Terra Luna's stablecoin, depegged. If they would have had decentralized insurance from CheckDot, they could have saved a lot of their money. So I genuinely think the use case is fantastic. But then they posted on March 26th, the peer-to-peer network is DevNet's next step for the development of a blockchain that enables decentralization of the insurance protocol. In particular, the protocol's liquidity can be managed via the blockchain on all blockchains where the insurance protocol smart contracts are present. Insurance for all and for all risks. But I really do recommend coming in and at least checking out this project's X account. I think you guys will be very impressed. But now we'll take a look at some macro news that could affect CheckDot's price action, even though it's not directly correlated to CheckDot. So this is Watcher Guru's X account. And the first major thing is that there is only 3,000 blocks remaining until the Bitcoin halving. And this was posted 18 hours ago, so it's even closer than that. We are probably under 20 days at this point. And as most of you guys know, throughout history, the Bitcoin halving has kicked off the bull run. Now, I would argue that this year the bull run already got kicked off due to the spot Bitcoin ETFs. However, I think the Bitcoin halving could still be huge. But one thing that I do want to say about the Bitcoin halving is we might not pump right when the halving happens. It could end up being very similar to the Bitcoin spot ETFs, where it's buy the rumor, sell the news, and crypto ends up dropping and then starts pumping about a month later. And then I love this post right here 21 hours ago, how it started versus how it's going. So in the past, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink calls Bitcoin an index of money laundering. And now BlackRock Larry Fink says Bitcoin ETFs are just the first step in a technological revolution of finance. And you have to understand, Larry Fink is one of the most powerful people in the United States, as he is the CEO of BlackRock, who is the world's largest asset manager, in charge of almost $10 trillion of funds. So the fact that he's sitting here hyping up Bitcoin is extremely bullish for the entire industry. And I would like to show you a video of him actually talking about it right here. So March 27th, Larry Fink says its spot Bitcoin ETF is the fastest growing ETF in history, and he's very bullish on BTC long term.
I'm very bullish on the long-term viability of Bitcoin.
I was going to say, did that surprise you?
That surprised me how much that's gone up. I mean, look, it is we're creating now a market that has more liquidity, more transparency, and I'm pleasantly surprised, and I would never have predicted it before we filed it, that we were going to see this type of retail demand.
But you thought you'd do good, but not this good.
I thought, yes.
Well,
Definitely.
IBIT is your ETF over at iShares.
Yes.
It's about to overtake Grayscale, which was in the business certainly a lot longer. You look at the gains since January 11th when it first came about.
Yes.
Have you ever seen this much inflow this quickly into?
IBIT is the fastest growing ETF in the history of ETFs. I'm very bullish.
And this just shows you the overall demand of cryptocurrency. Way too many people are out here getting scared every single time Bitcoin just dumps, and they need to sit back and look at the bigger picture. Crypto is not going anywhere. It is absolutely here to stay. But anyways, while we're on X, you guys should come over and give your boy a follow at Crypto Now or Never. I post on here pretty much every single day, and I'm constantly calling out opportunities that I'm seeing in the market. For example, I posted 22 hours ago. These are 5 of my highest conviction microcap cryptos, 100x potential, and CheckDot was one of those listed. So I think you guys might get some very useful information. But now I do also want to take a second to talk about my private Discord through Patreon. So at the current moment, I have 3 different tiers: a general Discord / trader tier, an exclusive tier, and a VIP tier. But there are many benefits to joining my Discord. For example, this is going to give you guys closer access to me, and you guys are going to be able to track the cryptos that I'm personally buying, selling, considering buying, and even the cryptos that I currently hold. And just understand, a lot of those cryptos are microcap gems, less than 10 million in market cap, very similar to CheckDot. And the cool thing is, it's not just me calling out these opportunities. I have an amazing community that is also constantly calling out opportunities that they are seeing in the market. Just to give you one example, I had posted Mind AI on Twitter and we were up 47% in one day. However, if you guys were in the Discord, I want to give a shout out to my boy Manchester for finding this project. But you would have known about Mind AI at a $1.9 million market cap, and it shot all the way up to a $32 million market cap. So you could have made 1,642% in 5 days. Those are incredible gains. But it's not just Mind AI. We have been making thousands and thousands of percent gains on AI projects through this entire pump. One of our biggest calls was Graphlink Protocol, which made over a 40x. So if this sounds like something you guys might be interested in, I have the link right here on my YouTube homepage, and it's also in the description of the video. I would love to have you guys in here. We are truly building an amazing community. But now for the final part of this video, we'll get into some technical analysis. So this is CheckDot on the daily time frame. Now, as you can see, after we reached $1.29, there was a massive retracement on CheckDot, and we fell all the way down to about 43.5 cents, but then we bounced perfectly off of the 200-day moving average. Now, since then, price action did have a massive bounce, and we actually got back above all of these moving averages, which is exactly what I wanted to see. However, recently we have broken right back beneath the 21-day. That is not a good sign at all. And at the current moment, we are trading just beneath it, which is a very strong resistance level. So here in the next couple days, we will probably have a much better idea of the direction that CheckDot is going to be heading in the future. If we can get back above these levels, I can see a reality where we come right back up and retest these previous local highs. But if we do not, there's a pretty good chance we fall all the way down to the 50-day moving average or even the 200-day moving average. But I do also want to be crystal clear on CheckDot. Again, the reality is this is a $6 million market cap. Technical analysis becomes completely obsolete if the right people get their hands on this project. There's a reality where in a couple of hours, this project goes to a $30 million market cap. I have seen stuff like that happen many times in crypto. Obviously, that's not guaranteed, but that can always happen in a microcap gem. Now, lastly, I'll take a look at Bitcoin as it's correlated to most altcoins, and this is Bitcoin on the daily time frame. Now, as most of you guys know, for about the last week and a half, I've been drawing Bitcoin in a bull flag, and we ended up breaking out of this bull flag, and price action has gotten back above the 21-day moving average. That is a very good sign to see. However, if you do look at all these candles, they have tweezer tops, which shows that this is a very strong resistance level just above it. So right now, we're kind of sandwiched between a resistance level and a support level. So based on that, I actually wouldn't be surprised if we just trade sideways for a little while. And honestly, that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, and it could be an excellent opportunity for altcoins, because through this entire pump, Bitcoin dominance has been extremely high, and it could give altcoins an opportunity to actually start running. But also, as I say in every single one of my videos, macroeconomics significantly outweigh technical analysis. So just understand, crypto is still an extremely volatile asset class. Anything can happen. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments if there are any other microcap gems you'd like me to take a look at. If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.